faster. So see how long FaZe can really keep up this this last hitting at the mid lane. Especially, you know, once you've got a couple more levels up in that OD, it just becomes so much harder. The Razor in this matchup can't really get those static links that well.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy time for FaZe to get those links up, although it's also not the easiest time for Moon. I think in the end it's a bit of a draw, a bit of a wash. It depends on who moves forward first. I think that's really the name of the game. Who expends their spells first?
Nice first blood at top lane. Raging Potato really setting that up for KP. They did also force out Whiteman. He went for the level 1 cold, or level 2 cold embrace, I should say. With that is going to make them struggle a bit in the laning phase. Nice chains bot lane as well. Leisu going to be alright. Does turn around with the tag team and the shards, and now the hoof stop as well. Arjit gonna try and juke this one out. Avil dealing a lot of damage with Leisu, and Arjit would end up falling at that bot lane. A very important kill there early on with Evos.
Yeah, nice clean kill from Evos, just managing to block an Ajit and taking him out quite fast. Unfortunate for Ajit, but you know, he should be trying to play catch-up. He's not had the best time in this lane, 10-4. Compare that to In Your Dream, 17-8. Not a great start for him. And I feel like Ember is definitely much more of a tempo here than Terrorblade. Terrorblade can take the time to farm. Ember does want to be online by the time he's 6. At least one mid-game item of sorts, maybe drums, maybe something like a Yules or a Maelstrom at some point, just really fast. Because you do want to be active on the map quite fast.
So, trying to give Ninja Boogie a hug. Ninja Boogie not want a bar of it. Leisu does not like the fact he's not getting his hug, so he does give a slap. That he will make his way into the mid lane. Like he have a go here. Shards and Snowball will really help with setting up that static link, although static link has already been used. And with that, the effectiveness of this Razor may not be as high with this gank attempt. Meanwhile though, top lane, Raging Potato falling rather low, but he will just turn around onto Whiteman, who will cold embrace himself up. Raging will try and find a way out, but Leisu is there. Nice swashbuckle, but the shards will connect. KP will join in as well. Tag team has been activated, but the shield crash will be enough, and I don't see them really getting Raging Potato here. They will have to give up on that. The shards at level 1, just way too long of a cooldown to throw out a second time.
Yeah, it's a fairly close chase though. I feel like we might have seen something go terribly wrong when Raging was slightly blocked by KP. That might have turned out very bad, but it was enough time for him to repath and get back in. So not too much lost for both sides. A bit more, you know, just losing out in that mana as the Tusk does hurt a bit, so his next rotation won't have as much spammability in it.
Uh-oh, Moon gonna find himself in trouble, being slowed down with the tag team. He is pretty much dead, or is he? Fairy Fire did come out, but Whiteman will claim that kill on the Winter Wyvern. Razor, Facehugger barely avoiding death from that Astral Imprisonment. But it was a very nice bait from him to force Moon forward to try and chase that kill. They do take out the OD.
Yeah, it's a very nice start here for Evos down mid. I'd say overall it's a pretty good start for them, 1-2. And you have In Your Dream, who's basically in free farm state, 34-15 now, really just maximizing, weaving in and out of that jungle and finding every single creep he can. Maximizing that Metamorphosis cooldown as well. I'm actually surprised we're not seeing more pressure from Mineski towards his Terrorblade early on. But In Your Dream finding all the space he wants and should get decent timings on his early game items.
Raging Potato trying to get away top lane. Meanwhile, Leisu and Ninja Boogie having an argument again. Jit, though, will come in and solve the problem. Leisu apparently was the problem. Jit, a nice pickup for him. He turned back to the laning phase and continued farming. But back to your point, if we consider position 1s and we compare, In Your Dream has gotten way too much out of this safe lane. Raging Potato and KP really not being able to shut him down. Apparently just having the Winter Wyvern there is enough for In Your Dream to feel that comfortable to manage 42 last hits in the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, this is really worrisome for Mineski again. Their lineup does want to be online a bit early. They want to get some EXP fast. I think the moment that Ninja Bogey does hit 6, he's really going to need to do a rotation up top. Kind of try to burst down In Your Dream. They do have enough damage for it. Mind you, In Your Dream, the Terrorblades never have that much HP. Lion has a massive magic nuke at 6. It should have enough damage to follow up to clean that up. Issue is Ninja Bogey is definitely playing a bit more sacrificial. Not going to get that EXP up in time. It's going to be a while. Ooh.
Now he's getting stampeded on the nice Earth Spike to stop them, but won't be enough it seems as they keep chasing the chains from Arjit. Will stop everything. He saves the day. Meanwhile though, top lane, In Your Dream, will manage to get Raging Potato, who was farming that top lane. See the rotation from Whiteman down to the bot, but still a very nice save from Arjit. Fortunately for their sake, they still end up losing Raging Potato, and now Arjit's going to find himself in trouble. No real mana to get away from this, although he had a Remnant out. Now Ninja Boogie is here to help, and it looks like that rotation will lead to nothing for the side of EVOS.
Again, that's one of the issues of EVOS lineup. It's that it can't really keep this Ember in place as of yet. I mean, you're going to have to expend a Snowball first. And even then, it should be easy enough for an Ember Spirit to dodge that out, as long as he still has Remnants out, of course. So you're really going to have a bit of a hard time trying to catch Ajit. I think it's probably not the best target to go for. I feel like if you're going to go for a gank on anyone, you're going to have to go for these easier targets, like maybe go ahead and hunt down Moon, or, punish KP in jungle, or just keep bullying Raging Potato. But Ajit at this point is pretty hard to catch out.
Well, they are going to heed your advice, EVOS. They do make their way up top with the smoke. Raging Potato may be the target again. Whiteman gets his smoke broken. Now Raging does spot him out. Leisu has to be careful. KP does have level 6. Can throw out a black hole now because there is no Winter's Curse available, but he won't have the follow-up damage to really finish them off. They'll allow them to be for the moment. And again, it feels like this is that point where you might want to see that rotation from Ninja Boogie. In fact, he is rotating his way up now, and they could really go for an early black hole initiation without that Winter's Curse being available.
Tower has looked better.
The Dream, however, has moved away, and that was the main priority target that they'd want. Does realize he is in danger and leaves the lane. Looks like they will maybe find Leisu up at that top jungle. It's pretty much trapped, and Moon deals a hell of a lot of damage. Shards not really going to help out the cause, and end up going down to the OD.
Raging still going into the backline, trying to find Whitemon, but it's a pretty deep dive coming out from him.
Yeah, doesn't really want to commit the Rolling Thunder quite yet either. See, Facehugger. Visrune coming in. No one really around to go for those Facehugger, so bit of a waste of time for him, but it looks like he'll take over the safe lane for the moment. They'll give Leisu that mid lane to soak up and get that level 6. Raging Potato now, maybe overextending. He does commit the Rolling Thunder, and will just roll his way out of that situation. Although no, he'll roll his way back in now. Facehugger actually losing a lot of HP. They will not continue to try and go for that though.
Yeah, a bit of a confusing roll there again, just to get himself out. I was a bit confused when he tried to turn back in. I thought KP would immediately go for the black hole, but still not quite in position for that, and he did play it safe. So again, tied up 3-3, 11 minutes in, less than 1k net worth lead for EVOS, but again, In Your Dream is having a spectacular time right now with his farm. Pretty much free farmed the entirety of the match so far, and I'm really surprised Mineski's not applying too much pressure in this Terrorblade.
That is going to be a very big concern. We've seen In Your Dream when he does get the farm he needs. He does tend to become rather unstoppable. He stands. He's almost level 10. He's about to hit that mark. Farm is very nice at almost 6k now. Very much ahead of everyone else. Like, he's 1.5k ahead of the Ember Spirit right now. Still thinking about going after the Ember, but again, that is a very hard target. Meanwhile, top lane, they will go onto Whiteman on that Winter Wyvern. Don't really know how much it's going to bother Evos though. Like, yeah, you get a nice little bit of a gold influx onto Raging Potato, but still, Evos is getting what they want across the map.
Yeah, I don't think that's a major concern for Evos at all. Just losing your Winter Wyvern for the fact that you get to, again, have a free range Terrorblade, just eating grass all by himself, really. Really not going to be too unhappy. In fact, he just...
Facehugger being chased down. Raging will find him once. Doesn't find him the second time around. However, Moon is here to dish out the DPS. Base actually going to TP away.
What?
Right in front of him. Now the stun is there. They will surely find Avil. He was actually hidden in the tree line, John. If they just walked one way south, I think they may have just spotted him. Unless it was the Rolling Thunder that actually knocked him into a tree line that didn't have an open.
It was.
Right, well there you go.
It did. Really unfortunate for Evos there, but you know they do get the kill on KP, but you know Mineski as well only gets the kill on to that.
Black hole to middle top lane.
What?
Cold Embrace will be there in time. He may still tick out to the midnight, but no, he won't. One more pulse would have done it, but he's yeah. Not sure what the game plan was there. He probably wasn't thinking In Your Dream was going to be there. Now Avil mid lane getting ganked up. The chains will come in. But Avil is so tanky. He's already got the Vanguard and the Hood of Defiance up on that Centaur. That's very concerning.
Yeah, very bad news for Ness because they can't actually handle Avil anymore with these really fast early items coming out from him. And again, I'm really curious as to what happened with KP there. Like, I just saw him respawn, and the next thing I know, he's dead. Really unfortunate. Probably, again, didn't think that In Your Dream would be up there, up top, nearby, so close by Whitemon. But he does pay for that mistake with his life, and he does put his black hole back on cooldown.
Yeah, meanwhile, looks like they actually found Ninja Boogie on that line. He will get taken down rather easily. The Facehugger recently picked up that Rod of Atos and uses it immediately to lead to a kill. While all that's happening, In Your Dream continues to farm up very nicely. Now finding himself 2.5k ahead of the Ember Spirit. This is going to get out of control. He's already got almost the Manta style up. In fact, he just needs, yeah, literally 10 gold for the Ultimate Orb, and he's ready.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to deal with In Your Dream fairly soon. Just the illusion spam coming out from him, the added durability.
Boogie as well, John. Again getting caught out. Facehugger and Leisu making sure that line just stays off the map. They will find the T1 top tower. So that is a nice little win for Mineski, but they've already lost their T1 bot.